Okay, I'm gonna try and shoot him. Ah! Yes, I actually did not want to use that. Thank you. Hello, Reformers, and welcome to Shadow of War and the Desolation of Mordor, the new story expansion where we get to play as Baranor, and as you can see by the description, he's mortal, and if he dies, the story is over. So we got to be pretty careful here. Now, I do realize that I have not finished the Blade of Galadriel DLC, and that will probably be finished up a little bit. Maybe after the Desolation of Mordor. It really depends on how much time I actually have. And we're gonna play on the Nemesis difficulty, or shall we play on the... let's not play on the brutal difficulty for now.
This doesn't seem like a place you find good men!
We're not looking for good men. We're looking for mercenaries. We have no hope of taking the fortress without them.
If we make it far enough to hire them, with those things out there...
These bones! This place has swallowed things larger than us!
Oh dear. Okay, we got those big guys coming up from the ground and going nom nom on all of our soldiers. That is not very nice of them, but I guess we're gonna be fine.
Keep moving!
Where?
Anywhere that isn't sand!
Well, everyone's gone except me. At least for now.
Ah! I was hoping it wasn't a corpse I was dragging home. Be a bit weird, that, eh?
My men... what happened?
I'm sorry, lad. They weren't as lucky as you.
Thank you for saving me.
Oh, don't thank me. Thank this. That little darling's a bit twitchy, but she should get you up to my camp no trouble. I've got a newer one myself. Worked out all the hitches.
Hitches?
Word of advice about the climb. If you don't like heights, don't look down. And if you don't like dwarf asses, don't look up.
Ah, well this is gonna be interesting.
You built it?
You don't need to flatter me, lad. I already snatched you from the nasties. No, what you got there's Numenorian. Loads of their contrivances scattered around from way back.
Very useful.
Trick is grabbing it without the worms grabbing you. I found a few promising sites, got them all sketched out. You bring what you find back to me, I'll tinker till it does what it used to. Or does something, anyway. Then you can field test it. Make sure it's safe. Sound good?
More than fair.
Oh, we have to make sure it's safe, eh? Well, I suppose it is quite a lot of fun to be grappling, hooking around all over the place. I think that's a pretty fair trade, I guess, considering he did save our life. I mean, that's the least we can do. I must admit that this area here and this environment is looking extremely cool in comparison to the previous ones we've been in.
But on the plus side, worms don't like heights.
So, What are you doing so far from Gondor?
Looking for the Vanishing Sons. They're a mercenary company.
Yes, I hired a few of them to look for Númenórean bits. Now I owe their leader a few mercenaries. I've got just the thing to get you to where they are. Just don't tell them where I am.
What do I do?
Just run off the edge of the cliff.
Run off the edge of the cliff.
And here, these are the places to poke around for more Númenórean goodies. Go on then. I've used this thing myself. Not a bump or a scratch.
Not a bump or a scratch, eh? Okay, so, we're using a kite here. Press that to open the kite while in the air. Press that while gliding to drop. Glide over vents on the ground to get boosted higher. Alright, let's do it.
See, laddie, nothing to it! Now, whatever you do, don't... Oh, you'll figure it out.
Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure we're gonna figure it out. Figure what out? And then he doesn't answer us. Yeah, isn't that fantastic?
Getting the hang of it.
I am actually getting the hang of it. Not too badly. I don't know whether I should go this way, though.
This is... Whoa! Just have to not think about it, is all.
Yes, exactly my thoughts, Baranor. Exactly my thoughts. Being someone that is not particularly good with heights myself, I can kind of sympathize with his situation. At least where the kite is concerned. There we go. I can actually use it a little bit here as well. And we can also go up on ledges much easier as well. Who's this? Who is that? This a mercenary? I'm not going to kill him. Nah, he's a mercenary. I think he's neutral.
How long do we have to wait for a proper fight? What makes a fight proper?
I bleed a little, they bleed a lot, I get paid. What other proper is there?
Yeah, I am very much enjoying this new environment because, I mean, in the Blade of Galadriel DLC, we basically have the same environments just with a different kind of character. So I think it's really cool that we have a much, vastly different experience in that regard. So, let us, I suppose, enter.
My name is Baranor. I am second captain of the Gondorian Guard at Minas Ithil.
Minas Ithil has fallen some time ago, I believe.
I am seeking soldiers.
Well, it's difficult to be a captain without them. Lucky for you, I've got the finest warriors in all of Middle-earth! Do you carry coin of any kind?
Some.
Some. You're going to need a lot more than some. What are your plans for them, eh? I assume you're not planning to retake Minas Ithil.
I'm planning to take Shindrum.
The fortress? No. That sounds like the work for heroes. All I can offer you are mercenaries. Look, why don't you come back when you have some more money? Or sense? Warad?
How do you know that name?
You haven't changed! I remember a boy of 7. Small for his age, so he had a lot to prove. And one day he decided that he was going to explore the caves of Umbar, but he got himself into a little bit of trouble. Lucky for him, he had a brother. A beautiful, courageous older brother who was sent to look for him. And by the time that champion reached him, he was moments away from being devoured by Caragors.
Caragor? Jagai?
No, little brother. I am Serka now. Serka, the unkillable. Serka, the insufferable. Serka, the survivor. But I still bear some scars from my former life.
How did you come to be here, among these Easterlings?
Same old story. A village is raided, homes are looted, mothers and fathers are slaughtered, screaming tears.
Orcs?
mercenaries.
How is it?
I should be thankful, though, of course, eh? Not every boy gets the chance to be raised among such a merry band of killers and thieves!
But you lead them.
Yeah, only until I get a knife in my back. And believe me, that is how all leaders end up. But enough history. Blood only goes so far. You and I, we have business to transact.
To hire circus men, select the Vanishing Suns Mercenary Company and press that to view available mercenaries. Alright, so select a mercenary and oh, this is vastly different. And this is exactly the reason why I was a little bit more excited about playing this particular story expansion than the Blade of Galadriel, because even though you do get to play with a slightly different hiring system and recruiting system, it's not vastly different enough, in my opinion at least, to be that exciting, at least for me. So this is a little bit more in keeping with the Nemesis system itself, and I very much appreciate that. Anyway, let us select someone in the front row here. Who do we want to have? Taha the Spiteful. The Loyal sounds like a good one. Let's go for the Loyal. And we killed an unknown captain. Apparently we're going to be fighting orcs, as always. I thought we might have to fight other mercenaries. Alright, he's going to be my bodyguard.
Things as they come, damn you! It's good wine!
Well, there we have it. We have arrived. No one lives forever. When your health is low, hold that to open the weapon wheel and use this to use a healing elixir. You can find more healing elixirs by killing orcs. Baranor is mortal and carries no ring of power. If he dies, his story is over. Your progress on story missions and Torvin's skill upgrades will carry forward, but your outposts and hired mercenaries will be lost. So it's basically a little bit like a roguelike in that respect. Interesting. Very, very interesting the way they're taking this. Númenórean artifacts scattered around the deserts of Lithlad. Recover these ancient devices and return them to Torvin to gain access to powerful Torvin skill upgrades. Okay.
If I'm going to take that fortress, I better start with something smaller. Let's see about those outposts.
Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. We're starting at 0 and we are having to build our forces up. And we're going to need to hire some more of those bloodthirsty mercenaries. And of course, I do have that wonderful mercenary, the Loyal. I wonder whether it's one of those ironic nicknames. You know, like a really big dude is called Tiny, for example. That's probably how it is, isn't it? Okay, so I can restore health by doing this. There's steel bolts, deadly projectiles best aimed at the head, and then we do have area of effect, explosives, and so on. Okay, well, I'm just gonna use the bolts for the moment, and we're gonna make our way over to the first outpost. This is gonna be very interesting because obviously I've never fought with Baranor before. This is gonna be kind of a bit worrying as well because he obviously does not have a ring of power. Okay, so we got some intel, so I don't exactly know what we should do here, but I assume I should probably, well, as you can see, unlock one of these, which is in control of an outpost, and you can see here that it actually does something else. Bonus from Mercenary Leader. Common Mercenary Leader. Hired mercenaries gain fire resistance. Hired mercenaries gain fire immunity. And hired mercenaries will heal when set on fire. That's pretty crazy. I think I'm going to go for this one. Dougs of the Blackguard. Okay, so he has a fear of Morgai flies, fear of poison. He should be pretty easy to take on, but I don't exactly know whether he's the fellow that we're going to be facing at the nearby outpost. So maybe if it is, then we'll be in a good spot. But if it isn't, then, well, that's just how it has to be. What's this? Okay, I searched it. It didn't... Did it give me anything? Did it actually give me anything? I have no idea. Ah, there's ranged mode. And we can select an ammo type, obviously. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I don't particularly need to do this. Do I? I don't really want to do that right now, because I don't really want to waste ammunition for no reason. Hello. Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just sneaking around, and there's a Graug. There's a Graug right there that I probably want to avoid. I don't exactly know how much HP Baranor has either, so we probably want to be a little bit careful here. Now, he's able to still do some pretty decent damage, as you can see with our stealth kills. There's a Caragor here. We obviously do not have dominating skills or anything like that. Oh, he's got a shield. Interesting. Okay, let's see if I can... Oh, whoa, okay, what? Okay, that was a bit weird. That was a bit weird. I'm not entirely sure why I did not fire there. Maybe it's a little bit different, the way it works? Okay, I have no idea. I did try to shoot him, but apparently that didn't work. Okay, I'm gonna need to get a little bit more familiar with things then. I actually wonder what kind of skills he has. We don't know. We don't know what kind of skills he has at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna try and shoot him. Ah! Yes, I actually did not want to use that. Thank you. I want to use steel bolts instead. Thank you very much. Okay, so who's shooting me? Hello! Ah, okay. So, basically, because it's a crossbow, it's kind of similar to how a crossbow works. I am unable to, shall we say, draw the bowstring, as it were. So, basically, I'm going to need to do things a little bit differently. And there's an O-log right there, which is not very nice. So basically we just have to pull this and then fire away, fire away, fire away, and so on and so forth. So that's the way we're going to do it. Oh, nice. Okay, phew. That was reasonably close, I guess. Anyway, let's restore some health. Okay, my health is full. Very nice. Okay, so that's how we restore health. Interesting. Okay, so let's search this corpse a little bit here. You can see here that we're actually picking up supplies as well. I can only assume that supplies are going to be used for, I guess, recruiting mercenaries or something. And we are seeming to get actually quite a few different items dropping here. I don't exactly know whether they're extremely useful at the moment, but I guess we're going to find out. Let me go into my inventory in a second. Alright, so defeating captains rewards you with augments that provide bonuses to your gear. Treasure orcs also have a chance to drop augments. Okay. Each piece of gear has 8 augment slots. Okay. So I have a dagger here, have a sword, crossbow, ranged attack. It is actually a crossbow, yes, that's exactly what I thought. And you can see here that we have a barbed blade. So I can... Ah, okay, so it's actually not a different weapon, it is just an augment. And that, as you can see, gives me plus 50 stealth damage. So we're going to do that. Nice! Okay, so that now has 550, and obviously we don't have anything for our sword just yet, which I would very much appreciate. Let's go into our character skills here and take a look. Okay, so yeah, obviously this is Torvin, this is Circa, and okay, so we got this. When your command is full, press that to heal and rage all nearby allies and refresh named mercenaries' special combat abilities. That's very nice. Okay, so most of these are unlocked by playing story quests, of course. And we do have a couple of other things like elixirs. Right, okay, so that seems pretty cool. Okay, so we also have executions, brutalize, perfect counters, critical strikes. Okay, so perfect counters knock them down. They don't actually kill them. Okay, that's perfectly fine. And it seems here, detonate, we can still do that. We can shoot at fire pits to make them explode. And of course we have retaliation, and we have treasure hunter, and all that sort of thing. But I think that's pretty cool. I'm actually very much enjoying this story expansion so far, and well, hopefully it's going to go from strength to strength. Let's just take out these guys and see if maybe I can tell the outpost master person to come on out and say hi. Nice. Alright. So we also gained another augment here, didn't I? What is that? Maybe that's just ammunition. I think that's actually just ammunition. So if I just do that, I can just fire at them. Ooh, I actually like that quite a bit. A lot of extra damage from the crossbow because I don't have to, you know, pull it back and wind it up. So I think that's pretty nice. Can I poison this grog? Yes, I can. There we go. Alright. So let's go over to the outpost. Little activator trigger thing. You must capture the 5 outposts of Litholad before you can assault the fortress of Shindram. You will need to hire mercenaries to help you take and protect these strategic locations.
I'll soon see how these outpost captains stack up against the Minas Ithil war chiefs.
Yes, you very, very much will see that soon, Baranor. Let's do it.
Someone is forgetting to cover up the grog after drinking from the barrel. Do you know what the desert sun does to grog? It's not pretty!
It's not pretty, but yeah, you're also not particularly pretty, but anyway. He's immune to combat executions, and he's also immune to frost. He is enraged by burning, so that's not very good either. And he also has Iron Will. Of course, I don't think we can even... I don't think we can recruit them, to be honest, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to have to use my crossbow a little bit more then, I suppose. Okay, this is kind of weird. Not being able to double jump is kind of weird, but I guess we'll get used to it in time. Right, so I don't know what his weaknesses are, but I guess starting with a crossbow bolt to the head is as good a time as any. Okay, so critical hit, critical hit. Yeah, that's not going to do much. What about this, though? Okay, that's reasonable. Reasonable. Oh! Oh, apparently that has caused a worm to come up. Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Here for my outpost, Gondorian? Well, you won't get it. You've come a long way just to die by my hand.
I'm sure we're going to do absolutely fine against you. Really. There's actually a worm coming up right here, as you can see. This guy does not have a counter ability. He does, however, have kind of invisibility. Oh, look at this! We've got some mercenaries coming in here. This is nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to summon my bodyguard. Can I do that? Where is he? There he is. Ow. Okay, that was... ouch. That was ouchy. Okay, so let's just heal a little bit here. He's also got Vault Breaker, which is not very nice. Yeah, so he's got Vault Breaker, and I'm not able to really do too much for him otherwise. Maybe I can bash him. Maybe I can bash him. Gonna try and do that. Yep, bashing him seems to work actually pretty nicely, so we're gonna continue to do something like that. Maybe I can do a nice... he is actually immune to executions, isn't he? Yeah, of course. Okay, when you have a bodyguard summoned, you can actually tell him to use his special combat ability. Different mercenaries have different combat abilities, all of which must recharge. Oh, okay, that's actually pretty cool. I don't know what abilities he has, but I'm going to tell him to use them, I guess. Okay, let me see if I can actually daze this fellow. There we go. Daze him a little bit. We also have shield charge, damaging enemies and knocking them down. Okay, I'm not a big fan of those hold button press abilities, so I'm probably not going to be doing that. But I am definitely going to be attempting to shield bash him. Well, that actually worked pretty nicely.
You won't catch me with
Now, we do actually have a banner up by the looks of things as well, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so I'm going to try and shoot this guy Try and daze him a little bit. We almost got him. We almost got him. We just need to use our crossbow a little bit more on him. Maybe try and daze him. There we go. He's down. Well, I must admit, my bodyguard is actually doing an extremely good job, and I'm gonna go over there and just get this other healing potion. We have placed a banner down, which makes all of our people very, very aggressive indeed, which I very much appreciate. Now, there is actually some good armor here, as far as I can see. Medical training. Oh, okay. Don't exactly know what that is at the moment, but hopefully we'll find out. There we have it. Grisha the Watcher was killed, and we have leveled up. Very nice. 1,500 supplies, I guess that is. Our outpost is now available for assigning a mercenary. Use the army menu to assign a mercenary to protect your outpost. Nice. The orcs will counterattack and retake an outpost if you do not protect it. To protect an outpost, assign a mercenary as its leader in the army menu. An outpost with a mercenary leader will never fall to the orcs. Ah, okay, that's pretty cool. So, if I can go over here, and we can hire some mercenaries, I guess. The 5 slots in the center of the army menu are reserved for outpost leaders. Ah, okay. To assign one of your current mercenaries, just reposition him. Okay, so we can definitely do that. Or not? Ah, maybe we just have to hire some new ones, I guess? Okay, so we'll just hire some new ones. So, let me see. So I have 2,800, so I should probably just hire one of the cheaper guys. This is a combat master. He might be pretty cool. Quartermaster. Okay, let's just get this guy. He's the spiteful, so he'll probably backstab us or something. I don't even know whether they're capable of doing that. Hired mercenaries gain fire resistance. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay.
Maybe Circa will start to believe that we can take Shindram.
Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but I suppose we'll see in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.